Did you know that vinyl records are making a comeback? Since 2022, vinyls have been the most sold physical format of music. The problem is people don't know where to get started to really utilize the magic. Well, today, you're going to know exactly what equipment you need and how to get started with vinyl records. Yeah, but have you heard it on vinyl? Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Rodney B at Good Music. We help people like yourself maximize their value while guiding you to the finest hip-hop, R&B, soul, and jazz vinyls out there. Today, we're going to be going through what equipment you need to really get started on your vinyl journey. We'll be going piece by piece, step by step, so that you can get going and utilize the magic of vinyls.
Is it possible to learn this power?
The problem with today's vinyl collectors is that they have no idea where to get started. They tend to lean into those machines, those vinyl players that are all in one. And the truth be told, those machines are not going to give you the quality of sound that you're looking for and that you truly deserve. Those machines do not last long. You're wasting your time and your money. And worst of all, when you want to upgrade, you're going to have to completely get rid of that system instead of going piece by piece and upgrading. Trust me, today you're going to learn what pieces you need to get started to enjoy vinyl magic. Let's jump right in. So your turntable is the centerpiece of the whole setup. For beginner vinyl collectors, I suggest a belt drive. It gives you better sound quality, better stability, and the vibrations are very low. So you're gonna hear the best and most crisp sound out of it. Now, if you're leaning into DJs, that's when you're gonna want to go into the direct drive stuff because it can take and handle all the beat up that you're gonna apply to the machine with the scratching and stretching and all those other cool things that DJs do. Big up to all the local DJs. But for beginner vinyl collectors, make sure you're going to go with the belt drive. Next, we're going to focus on the cartridge and the stylus. Now, this is really where the magic happens. The stylus reads the grooves on the vinyl record, while the cartridge turns the vibrations into electric signals. If you want to upgrade the quality of the sound, this is one of the main pieces that you're going to switch out. This would be like adding turbo to a car when you're upgrading the cartridge and the stylus. The next piece we're going to focus on is the preamp. Now, many turntables have the preamp built into it, so you don't have to worry about buying this extra piece. So when you're shopping for your turntable, what you can do is you Google the brand, and then many times it'll have that serial number, and you can see if it has that preamp already built into it. Now, what the preamp does is that it amplifies the sound coming from the turntable, because the sound by itself from the turntable is very weak, it's not strong, and it's not going to give you the quality that you really want and that you deserve. Now, as a beginner vinyl collector, you are going to need a receiver that takes that signal from the turntable or the preamp and it takes it straight to the speakers, and that's where the magic really happens. The great thing about getting a receiver is that you can add extra pieces to it. So you can add that CD player, so you can play some of those 90s CDs that you have and you've got to blow some dust off, or that folks are giving you, or that you're buying for a very low cost. CDs, you shouldn't be paying more than $3 max for a CD, right? Don't waste your money. And you can also add the throwback cassette players. I know y'all remember those where you had to stick your finger in and kind of twirl it around to rewind and fix them and whatnot.
Yes! That's awesome!
With the receiver, you can add all these extra components to it. So I recommend that beginner collectors, and all collectors rather, get that receiver and add that to their setup. Speakers can range from $25 to $10,000 and up. I recommend for beginners Just get yourself a good quality set of speakers, whether that be Sony, Boss, Yamaha. You can get some great quality speakers for a great price. Now, what you're gonna need in terms of wires. The first wire that you're gonna need is the RCA, not RCI. What is the RCI? Whatever. RCA cable. This is the cable that connects your turntable to your receiver. The next set of cords is what you need to connect your receiver to your speakers. And labeling these is very important so that you don't get confused later on when you're upgrading or switching out your equipment. Now, the 14 to 16 gauge wires, which are the ones I recommend specifically for beginners, helps balance power and flexibility. They're great. I use them on all the equipment that I've had thus far. And this is the stuff that when I'm selling record players and record player setups that I give out for free normally. Now, if you want to stretch your speakers out, you can buy a set off of Amazon for like 10 to 15 bucks. Stores are still selling them. Best Buy still has them. It's very cheap and affordable. So both these cables together will cost you about $20.
We are done. D-O-N-E. Done. I'm over you.
The signal that's coming from the record player that goes into the receiver, that amplifies the sound, and that it pulls it all into the speaker, and it really brings your music to life, literally. Now you have a record player that you can sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this.
Now, I went through every piece that you need to get set up on your record player. We talked about the vinyl turntable. Some of them, remember, have the preamp built in. For beginners, get the one with the preamp built in. We talked about the receiver, which takes that signal from the turntable that comes out weak. It amplifies it to the speakers. You can add on to the receiver for your cassette or CD player. You have your speakers, right? We talked about the speakers, getting affordable speakers just to get you started, right? Don't spend more than 50 bucks on a set of 2 speakers. We talked about the 2 wires that you need. You need the gauge or 14 to 16 gauge wires and the RCA cables that connects your turntable to your receiver. Now, there's some accessories that you can buy. I have them. You can buy the vinyl weight, which helps stabilize the vibrations of the vinyl player as it is circling and as it's connecting to the stylus. It's not a necessity that you need, but it does give you a better sound quality. Another piece that you're gonna want to make sure that you buy, especially if you're buying used records, you're gonna want to get some type of microfiber cloth and a spray. Now, I know a lot of folks will be like, yo, you can make your own spray. You add this much alcohol to this much water. Don't do that. Buy a good quality vinyl cleaner that is name brand because you don't want to damage your records. You don't want to buy your favorite jazz record or a Naughty by Nature record and destroy it because you have the wrong cleaning mechanisms for your vinyls. Mechanisms? You have the wrong cleaning supplies. Why would I say mechanisms?
With the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if...
Now you are no longer listening to music. You are now experiencing the magic of vinyl records. Once again, I congratulate you. If you have found value in this content, please make sure you like, share, and you subscribe to our channel. It helps me out, it helps the channel out, and it helps us build a community of vinyl lovers, whether that be here locally, nationally, or internationally. I appreciate you sharing, and subscribing to our channel. If you're ready to build or upgrade your current vinyl setup, please let me know, contact me. We can set you up on a very affordable, budget-friendly vinyl setup. I appreciate you guys being with me today. This is Rodney B at Good Music, and I'm out.
Slow jams, all up in the room, whispering sweet nothing.